Hi everybody. So in today's episode of Patrick's Figures, we got Scooby Doo here. This is supposed to be the last figure from Figure Toy Company. Well, actually, we will be talking about Frankenstein and the Wolfman and Snow Ghost in upcoming episodes when we talk about the villains. But this is the one. This is the only Scooby Doo figure from Figure Toy Company I have. But yeah, this is Scooby Doo, specifically the Fright face version. Um, if you guys are wondering, he does have his SD collar. It's actually a real plastic here. But yeah, this is what the figure looks like. We will be talking about the background of this packaging because it's a lot different from the Fred and the other three. But yeah, this is Scooby Doo. He does have articulation in the joints, and there's even ball joints in the legs here as well to make it look like he's running. Yeah, I don't think he has ball joints in the back legs here, but he does have articulation in the center here. All in all, it looks like a typical Scooby Doo figure. It's more of an upgrade. It's more of like it's a lot different from the other Scooby Doo figures I have, but I do like the joints right here. I don't think he has back joints in the legs here, but he does have waist. His waist does move. All in all, it's not a bad Scooby Doo figure. This is probably what Jada Toys' figure is going to look like. And yes, Jada Toys, when are we getting Wave 2? I want to address that right now. When are we getting freaking Wave 2? I don't know what you're going over. I don't know what you're going on in the company, but you need to explain yourselves. Sorry to quickly address that, but it just, I just want to quickly address that right now. Like, when are we getting Wave 2? But yeah, but this is a decent Scooby-Doo figure. This is what the figure of what their figure, this is what J Toys' Scooby-Doo figure is going to look like. It's probably look like this. But yeah, this figure is kind of cool to display with when there's a monster. And for example, we got my favorite monster, Frankenstein's monster here. We will be talking about him. We will be talking about. Oh, that figure one draw. But yeah, supposedly he's supposed to he gets scared by seeing the monster, and you can kind of make it look like he's running away from it. I do know there is probably a scared version of Shaggy, but I think he might be sold out. But yeah, it's supposed to be he's supposed to run away from the monster. But yeah, it looks pretty. Yeah, it's like, it's just kind of cool. Like, you can just play any monster next to the figure to make it look like it's running away. And I assume there's a scared version of Shaggy, but I do not have him in the collection. The only Shaggy I got was him in Snow Gear, as well as the whole gang. So, this was just going to be the odd one out for Scooby-Doo, but all in all, it's not a bad figure. I also do want to point out the background here. So, the background is extremely large, so you can barely see it on camera, but supposedly this is what the background looks like. The thing that's a lot different is, I'm going to bring up an image real quick, but here's the backside of the thing. He does have bio right here saying, they have taken some of spectacular adventures solving creepy capers. Now you can take Scooby-Doo and Mystery in your own adventures, whether encountering monsters, phantoms, or the Headless Horseman. Which I don't think Headless Horseman even really exists. There's only one Headless Horseman. But yeah, those meddling kids always capture their villains, and now you can get them too. Like their own toy collection, so you can put the Scooby Snacks, get out there and collect them all. Well, to be frankly, I miss half the villains that they had. The only villains I do have is Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Snow Ghost. I would like to try to get what's left of their villains. But yeah, here is the side panel. We got Velma Dinkley, Fred Jones, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy Rogers, Danny Blake. We have the Mystery Machine in the background. It's kind of odd that we did not get a playset for the Mystery Machine, because DC did make a Batmobile and a Batcave playset, and I'm surprised they did not make the Mystery Machine. I think it would have been cool if they could have did that. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's a lot different. Instead of the Scooby-Doo logo, it's the Hanna-Barbera one. if you would have picked up, like, what would you say, Frankenstein's monster here, you can see that the background has just the logo of Scooby Doo. And if you turn it around, you just see Scooby Doo and the Warner Brothers logo. But yeah, this one's a lot different from that one. But yeah, so what do I think about Fright Face Scooby Doo? I think it's a pretty good figure. Again, I do not have Shaggy, the scare version of Shaggy, to go with him. I don't know if you can buy them online or not, because I know some of the figures from Figure Toy Company is on eBay. I think mostly just the original gang and stuff. But who knows? If this channel does good, I could try to earn money. I could try to earn money to buy them, but they're like $100. But again, I just want to quickly address Jada Toys. Why are we not getting Wave 2 of Scooby-Doo figures? I know everyone is excited to see Scooby, and I'm pretty sure this is what Scooby-Doo is going to look like from their line. I just wanted to quickly address that. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy this episode. The next episode we'll be diving into another. Well, we are diving into Scooby-Doo, but we are going to be probably diving in. In my opinion, I'll probably do Scoob figures next, since I have two totes of the gang and villains, both the Playmobil and my action figure line. So maybe the next episode will be just diving into the Scoob stuff. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the episode. Fright Face Scooby deserves a 10 out of 10. It is a good figure. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.